Hey guys, it's Landzy Gama, as you guys already know, and welcome back to Hotspots. I'm back with another video, and today we'll be talking about Single and Mingle. Relatable content. For those of you who aren't familiar with the show, it plays on Mojo Love. It is a show, it's like a dating show basically, and single people go out on dates and they mingle, but the dates are just very interesting.
I drink you.
Yeah, it's okay.
So that won't be a problem for you?
It won't be a problem at all.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, mara isinishem uyisoft ine and mina phela ngibuya ekasi mina ngibuya ekasi.
When you can do that thing, so I saw a red.
Oh.
I immediately moved out.
Yo. So you can't stand reds. Dusabana namakundu ayi mina makundu ngiphila na ngilala nawe every day.
So as someone who's single and mingles, I felt it is very fitting for me to review this show because it's been a rough ride. So we've all gone on dates, I'm assuming, and some of them have been disastrous. So I asked you guys on Instagram to tell me your worst dates, and I'm going to react to those and maybe tell you guys about my worst dates. However, I've seen some of your stories and my worst dates is actually nothing. Like, I actually clearly haven't had a bad date compared to you guys, which we'll get into later. Before I start this video, don't forget to subscribe to DStv's YouTube channel, switch on those notifications so you can get notified every time I post. So I got lots of responses, which concerns me. Why do people not know what to do on dates? Why do people not know how to act on dates? Like, why do we all have bad dates experiences? And I don't count like if you go on a date and then you guys don't necessarily hit it off and like it doesn't go as great in terms of like chemistry. I don't think that's a bad date. Like, that's just something that I think that's just something that you're not necessarily compatible with. I don't think that's a bad date per se. A bad date is like when embarrassing things happen, weird things happen, rude things happen, like things where you're just like, really? So obviously I can't go through all of them because there's just so many. This video will be 2 hours. So I'm just gonna pick the interesting ones, the funny ones, and take it from there. Someone said, he took me to Spur and I paid. There's nothing wrong with Spur. Do not get it twisted. There is nothing wrong with Spur. But I don't think it's a first date restaurant. That Spur's for like if we're dating and we're craving the buffalo wings. But like if we're going on a first date to get to know each other, why are we at Spur? Now I'm asking what your star sign is, and it's some girl's birthday over there and they're clapping and singing, and it's a family restaurant. Spur's a family restaurant for kids to play, you know, have ice cream, have them sing happy birthday to them. I don't think it's a first date place. Then on top of that, you made me pay. Not too sure about that, sorry. I will say a lot of the answers, the common denominator is that they had to pay for the date. Now, I know this is a very like tricky topic because I think the person who initiated the dates should pay for the dates unless he wants to. So if I have initiated and I'm like, hey, I'd really like us to go to Jameli on a date, whatever. I'm the one who initiated it, so I think I should pay for it because I basically fetched you from your piece, so I must pay for it. Unless we get to the restaurant and he's like, no, I've got it. I mean, great. That's like the most ideal situation. But I do think if you initiate it, you should pay. But if a man initiates a date, he's paying for it. So why am I now on the date and I'm paying? Who wanted to be on this date? You wanted to be on this date. So you should pay for it. Also, like, it's one of those gender roles things, I guess. Like, it's the norm for a man to pay for a date. But I really truly feel if I initiated it, I should pay for it unless he offers to. But I don't want to initiate a date and go there with the mindset that he's supposed to pay, and then when he doesn't, I'm like, oh, imagine he made me pay. Okay, but you asked him to go on this date. This one says, we sat outside his mom's house. I then asked why. He said, who told you I have money? Wait, this guy asked to take you on a date and you guys sat outside his mom's house and you asked him why and he said, who said I have money? First of all, if you don't have money, then don't ask girls out on dates. And maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, am I wrong? But like, why are you taking girls out on dates if you can't afford to? Who said she's comfortable with sitting outside your mom's house on a first date? You hate me. I would have blocked his number same time. First of all, I wouldn't have even sat down on that stoop outside his mom's house. I wouldn't have even done that. This girl said, yo, the car was smelling bad. His car smelled like alcohol and it was so filthy. Guys, one of my deal breakers when it comes to a first date, I have to smell good. And in turn, you also have to smell good. I feel like when you go on a first date, the first thing you guys are going to do is hug, obviously. And you want your scent to be an inviting scent, you know. You must leave an impression, you know. So now if you're on a first date and you just smell like nothing or you smell bad, I'm most likely not going to want to see you again. And secondly, I'm going to be like, you couldn't even take the time to smell nice for me. And I took the time to look good for you. So I'm very, 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 very big on scent in general. Like, please just smell like something. Don't smell like soap though. I don't want you to just smell like your shower gel. Smell like something. Even if you spray Axe, even if you spray body mist, just smell like something. Ooh, this girl's like, he asked me to pay and then he said he would send me the money. I'm still waiting. Girl, you should have known that wasn't gonna happen. You should have known that wasn't gonna happen. I think with men, most of the time, it's just like, it's the audacity for me. Like, you really gonna do this to me and feel nothing. Men are heartless. They actually heartless. Because can you ever say you're gonna send it back to me and then you don't? What if I bump into you somewhere? Now what? This is funny. She's like, he was an eye specialist. Read his eye as in like me. He just spoke about himself and how much money he has. I love how she said he was an eye specialist. That's funny, I'm taking this. I've actually been on a date with someone where it was all about them. And it actually wasn't long ago. It was like 3 weeks ago, I think. And already I could tell over the phone that this person's very me. Like very me. Via text, via phone call. It was just very about like his day, what he's doing, what his thoughts are. You can ask my friends. I literally was like, I have a strong feeling when I go on this date, he's gonna be an eye specialist. It's all gonna be about him. And that's exactly what happened. Because I talk so much, especially like on dates, I ramble and I talk to the point where I'm like, oh, maybe I'm talking too much. So if I go on a date with someone when they're speaking more and then it's constantly about them and I'm trying to butt in and ask questions and they still find a way to revert it back to them, I'm already like, no. So after that date, I think we texted the next day and then I just never spoke to him ever again. I was just like, it's not gonna work. He wasn't really my type. So him talking about himself made it worse. So sorry to that man. This girl says she's never been on a date at her big age. How? Like, do you not get asked on dates? Do you not ask men out on dates? Or like, this girl says the guy changed outfits twice mid-dinner at the restaurants, even sunglasses. It was a nightmare. Wait a minute. Did he carry the clothes with him to the restaurant and then like change in the bathroom? Did he change in the car? What was the situation and why? Why was he changing? What's going on actually? For him to even put on sunglasses, first of all, he's a narcissist. Like, he's a narcissist. I mean, I'm all about self-love, but like to that extent, that's a bit much. That's like the world revolves around you and it doesn't. At which point are you getting up to go change and what is your justification? Like, if I went on a date and he was like, I'm quickly going to the bathroom and he came back dressed in something else, I think maybe he spilled wine on himself or food. But if you change it just for the vibes, you will never see this face again.
Never see this face again.
This girl's like, we met at the mall. I paid for his petrol and food. We ate in the car. So you took him out on a date. That's what it sounds like. It was his car, but you took him out on a date. First and foremost, why are you asking me out on a date and you don't even have petrol? At least, even if I buy the food, you don't even have petrol. If I didn't have money, what was gonna happen? Like if I had to say, I'm also broke, what was gonna happen? And then, guys, men need to stop doing like relationship dates during the talking stage or like the beginning stages. Those like car dates of eating in the car, whatever, you can do that if we've been dating and we're comfortable with each other and we don't need to necessarily impress each other, if I can say. But in the beginning, you're supposed to court me, impress me, and now I'm in your car, I'm paying for your petrol, and I'm buying food, and we're eating in the same car. At this point, I'm gonna pay for the car wash afterwards. Like, what is going on out there? Guys, the dating streets are ghetto, and I always say this. I always, especially people in relationships, I'm like, you don't understand how ghetto it is in the streets, and we just out here. There's no choice. What can we do? Maybe we must go to Single and Mingle. Like, I'm just go to the show and maybe something's gonna happen. Tinder experience. Gents brought his female bestie and male friend. Njani. Guys, first of all, Tinder's a very weird place. Like, I'm gonna need everyone to start like accepting that, especially like now. It just gets weirder. I know I tried it once, but I didn't have an experience because I didn't match with anyone because everyone thought I was a catfish. So I have never experienced it. But from like the people I saw on the app, I was like, what is this? Oh, left. What is this? And then she was like, is this the dating pool? So first of all, first mistake is thinking you're gonna find something wholesome on Tinder. I know people have, I'm not gonna bash the entire app, but like, just leave room for disappointment. Why are you bringing your female bestie and your male bestie on a date? Am I part of your squad? This girl says he took me to Spur and ordered their combo for us to share. I stood up and left him. You know what? But the fact that he ordered the combo to share, what if I wanted something else? What if I want a burger? Like, yeah, This guy's like, the girl didn't offer to chip in for the bill and that was a huge turn off for me. Sir. And if she asked you on the date, why must she chip in? I don't even want to get into this one because ew. I'm not splitting. Ew. I would die. This was not a romantic date. It was with two of my friends. We went to Spur and I was wearing a very, very light blue jean. And I was on my period. Did I not bleed right through? And had a stain the size of the earth on the back of my jeans. And we were so far from home. That's so embarrassing. Guys, I think we've all had like a period leak experience. Not on a date, but it happened to me in 2016. And my boyfriend at the time lived in Durban. So I took a bus to go see him in Durban. It was student days, so bus was the mode of transport. So I went to go see him, and obviously you sit on the bus for quite a long time, and I was on my period. And I think the toilet on the bus was gross or something, because I was just like, no. And it was like day 3 or 4, so I was like, my flow's not terrible. So we got halfway, I changed at the garage, and I was still fine, and I was like, okay, for the rest of the hours I should make it. I'll change again when I get to Durban. Girl, I get off that bus. One of the girls is like, you're leaking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I'm thinking it's like a small stain. So I take, like it was wearing a jacket, so I tie it around my waist. Cool, he picks me up in the passenger seat. So I tell him, I'm like, folks, I've leaked and I need to go to the bathroom. So he was like, okay, we'll quickly go to the bathroom, the nearest bathroom. As you're driving the car, keep in mind, I'm still thinking it's like a small stain. We get to that place, I open the door, I come out, the whole car seat is just red. I wanted to die. He literally was like, and you know how men are, especially like, because we were still in the beginning of our relationship, I was like, oh, sorry. And he was like, what's happening? So now the dress is soaked, the jacket that I tied around my waist is soaked in blood. So now I had to ask him for his jacket to put on top. It was a mess, it was gross. Luckily I still had my suitcase so I could take off the clothes, put something new on in the bathroom when I changed. I literally threw away all those clothes because I was like, it's so much, I actually don't know what to say. So I know what that's like, it's not cute, it is not cute. This girl's like, when it was time to leave, she asked me if she can steal the glasses we were drinking from. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I know like even people steal like Tabasco from restaurants, some people steal the cutlery. Guys, just like, don't be embarrassing. Declong. Just let it be. There's still so much left. Maybe I can react on my channel for that. But whoa. Guys, I just want to say I'm so sorry that you guys have experienced such crazy dates. It's actually, and unfortunately, to find the love of your life, you have to go on dates. So you have to leave room for error, which sucks, but that's what we have to deal with. And that's what happens on Single and Mingle. Like, the dates are very interesting and they are hilarious, shocking as well. But that's just the risk you have to take to find the love of your life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to tune into Single and Mingle Season 3 on Modular Saturdays at 6 p.m. For those of you who've never been on dates, I hope you guys go on dates very soon. Very soon. Even myself. I hope I go on a date really soon. I mean, ciao. Thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you guys next time on The Hotspot.